EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. He's got his big tight end. David Njoku. Touchdown, L.A. It's his third touchdown on the year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. They'll stick with him again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Herbert now on first down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete. But if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Nope, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. A gain of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. That McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They'll return this from the 11. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is Herbert. This is intercepted. He gets free. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Johnston motioning over. Play action now. It's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So after one, all even on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. To throw is Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Give him 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to... Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. On play action, now Herbert. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now a play fake. Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Herbert to throw on second down. And he's into the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll work forward for a couple. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they've got a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. first down. Herbert. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Herbert. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he will score. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, L.A. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Slot receiver headed right. They'll look to throw again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Dobbins. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
A run with Dobbins. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Charger first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he's got another one. David Njoku. Touchdown Chargers. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case,
now a loose football. The Chargers have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as They get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
To the ground, a first down run. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Man in motion is Brown. They'll run on second down. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Slot man in motion right. Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Now a give on the ground, and he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. And now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very...
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 3. On the draw, it's Edwards. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take him down for a loss.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Following the penalty, they'll run it, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a run going left, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. Here's a toss, right side. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Vegas.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's caught left side by Bowers.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raider first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a second and goal. Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he'll get to about the 15, and that's it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Now it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Herbert down to an 8. And that should wrap this one up.